Good. And then whenever you're ready, come up to tabletop position. So coming onto your hands and knees, hands about shoulder width apart, knees about hip width apart. On your inhale, tuck your toes. Lift your tailbone up and stretch your heart forward for cow pose. Exhale, point the toes, round your spine into cat pose. Couple more, inhale, tuck your toes, lift your tailbone, stretch your heart forward. Exhale, point the toes, rounding your spine. 2 more, inhale, tucking the toes, stretch your heart forward, cow pose. Exhale, pointing the toes, cat pose. And then 1 more, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale back to neutral position. And now keeping your knees where they are, sit the hips back into your child's pose. And in your child's pose now, place your hands behind your back. On your inhale, stand up on your knees and circle the arms out and up. So circle the arms out and up. And as you stretch up to the ceiling, engage your pelvic floor, engage the glutes, a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, again, forward fold into child's pose, hands behind your back, and then look to the right. Inhale, circle both arms out and up, looking forward. Good, arms stretching up as you send your hips forward. Exhale as you forward fold, and this time looking to your left. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, hips press forward. Make sure glutes are active. Exhale as you forward fold, looking to the right. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, hips press forward. Exhale as you forward fold, looking to your left. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, and this time keep your arms stretching up. Exhale back to your child's pose. So come to your child's pose now. And now stretch your arms forward, keep your hands and knees the same distance. Lift your hips into your long tabletop here and set up your hand block. So your hand block, your arms are going to be shoulder width apart and your creases of the wrist are going to be evenly distributed. Push down through the base of your 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then grip the floor with the fingertips, so 9 points. Press down through your hand block, and then on your exhale, send the hips back to child's pose. Inhale, lift your hips up, activate your hand block, push down through all 9 points. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale, hips up, pushing down through the hands. Exhale to child's pose. And this time, inhale, hips up, push down through the hands. Exhale to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, keep your hand block on. With your knees bent, send your hips way back. So keep your hand lock on, hips go back, and then press one heel down at a time. Good. Notice how when you activate your hands, you will also feel your shoulders and your arms start to wake up as well. Good. So keeping the elbows drawing up. Nice. And now on your next inhale, bend both knees, send your hips way back. Good. Keep the elbows drawing up. And then exhale, press the heels down toward the floor. And then go ahead and shake your head yes and no. Look left, look right. Very nice. If at any time during your down dog, it does not feel good in the arms or in the shoulders, feel free to drop down to the knees here. Yeah, you can shake your head, nod your head. Allow gravity to create traction in the neck. So allow gravity to stretch the neck here. Good. One more cycle of breath here. Good. Elbows drop a little bit more, Ryan, if you can. Elbows drop a little bit more if you can, Adam. One more cycle of breath. Elbows even more up if you can. And then on your next exhale, look between your hands. Step your right foot forward and the left foot forward. Good, feet hip width. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you forward fold, softly bend the knees. Push down through the feet. Inhale, come up all the way. Circle the arms out and up. Exhale, arms come down to your sides. Very nice. So keeping your feet hip width, in my classes, we always stand in hip neutral position, which means that when we come to standing position, the feet are going to be right underneath the center of your thigh bone. So we are not going to stand with the feet side by side. This is actually not hip neutral. This is making the abductors work a little bit more than the adductors. So you want to keep your feet right underneath the thigh bones. This is going to allow both adductors, the inner thighs, and the outer hips to work evenly. So look down at the inner arches of the feet. Make sure the inner arches of the feet are parallel to each other. And then push down through the four corners of the feet. And then push down through your 10 toes. So this is your foot lock. And just like your hand lock, there are 9 points. Activate your foot lock now and simply circle the arms. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, looking up. And then exhale, circle the arms down. Let's come into the half salutation. So forward fold, bend your knees, belly touches your thighs. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen. Some of you are going to keep a bend in the knees here so that you can really lengthen the spine. Exhale as you forward fold, softly bending the knees again. Push down through the feet. Inhale, come up all the way. Circle the arms out and up. Exhale again, bend your knees, chair pose. Good. In your chair pose, shift the weight back to the heels, but see if you can keep all 9 points down on the floor. See if you can stretch your arms straight. And there will be a little bit of compression in the side of the neck. Perfectly fine when the arms are above the shoulders. Inhale as you press back up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Good, one more time. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale as you bend your elbows, hips press forward. Make sure your foot lock is on. Inhale, arms stretching up. Exhale as you bend your knees again, forward fold. Lay the belly on your thighs. Get hands come to the floor. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen. So with a bend in your knees, lengthen the spine. Make sure the feet are still active. Exhale as you forward fold, a little bit more bend. Inhale as you come up all the way, circle the arms out and up. Again, exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Now in your chair pose, again, shift the weight back toward the heels. And now we're gonna add your pelvic floor lower belly lock. So activate the muscles between the legs, draw those up, engage the lower abdominals. Hands to heart center now, twisting to the right. So bring your right hand to your waist, left hand grabs the outside of the right knee. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale, twist to the right. Stay here as you inhale, exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Good, inhale coming back to center, arms stretching up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way, circle the arms out and up. Exhale again, chair pose. Hands to heart center, left hand to your waist, right hand grabs the outside of your left knee. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you twist to the left. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Very nice. Very good action with the foot lock. Inhale, come back to center, arms stretching up. Nice straight arms if you can. And now bring your palms together, cross your thumbs, bring the thumbs to the base of your base of the head, base of the skull. On your inhale, pull the elbows up. Good, one more cycle of breath here. Inhale, arms stretching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up all the way, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, arms come down. Very nice. And now we are going to bring the feet together side by side. So with the feet together side by side, activate your foot lock and activate pelvic floor lock. So the way you're going to do that, for men, you're going to draw up the perineum. For women, you're going to draw up the cervical area. For women, and then the third lock is the pelvic floor. So that is from belly button down to the pubic area. You're going to tighten these muscles, and this is your lower abdominal lock. So we're going to do some lateral or side bending now. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your thigh. So make sure all 3 locks are on. So feet together side by side if you can, Alex. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bump your hips left, keep stretching up to the ceiling. Good, inhale, turn the head to your left. Exhale, pull the elbow down to the ribs, look down to the right. Inhale, left arm over the head, looking up. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale, both arms stretch up. Very nice. Exhale, left hand down. Good, feet together side by side if you can. And inhale, right arm stretching up. Exhale, bump your hips right, keep stretching up to the ceiling. Feel the glutes activate. Inhale, turn your head to the right. Exhale, right elbow to the right ribs, look down to your left. Inhale, right arm over the head. Make sure all three locks are on, looking up. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale, both arms stretching up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to tabletop position. In your tabletop position again, find that hip width or the shoulder width distance between your hands and rotate the hands so the creases of the wrist are even. When you are in tabletop, it is not necessary to firmly engage your hand lock here because sometimes that overstretches the ligaments in the wrist. So just make sure the wrists are underneath the shoulders here. And now push the floor away. You're going to feel the shoulder blades separate. At the same time, gently hug them down toward your hips, especially if you have chronic tension in the neck. So the shoulders are going to come apart. They're also going to hug down. Activate pelvic floor and your lower belly. Some of you can stay here. If you want to challenge yourself, step back to a full plank position. In your full plank position, try not to disengage the shoulders here. So try not to let the shoulders creep back together. Keep pulling them apart, hug them down to the hips. Good. One more cycle of breath here. Draw the kneecaps up. And then on your next exhale, bending your knees, send your hips way back, downward facing dog. Good. In your down dog, first thing to remember, make sure the hand lock is on. So push down through the base of the fingers. Once the hand lock is on, then you're going to think about drawing the elbows up. Good. So the friend next to Bethany here, if you can rotate the hands slightly out just a little bit, rotate them out, yes. And then push down firmly through the base of the fingers and draw the elbows up. Make sure your knees are bent a lot. Friend next to Bethany, good. With your knees bent, send your hips way back. Yes, send your butt back toward the wall behind you. Even more, yes, beautiful, you got it. Keep that action and then press the heels down toward the floor. Nice. And hands can be a little bit wider. Hands can be wider, elbows drawing up. Make sure the knees are bent. Inhale, right leg backing up. Exhale, warrior one, step your right foot forward, pivot the left heel down, and then bring your hands to your waist. So whenever we're doing warrior one in my classes, we always stand with your feet hip width. So instead of lining up heel to heel, you're actually going to stand with your feet hip width the distance of your hip bones, okay? So feet hip width, straighten the front leg, make sure the back toes are pointing to the front left corner of the mat. And then on your inhale, activate the feet, engage pelvic floor, lower belly, and then re-bend the front knee. So you're going to notice that when you have your 3 lower locks on, you lose a little bit of your range of motion. You feel like you could probably go deeper if you relax, but we don't want to do that. We want to keep the locks on, go to the full point, the full range of where you can go with your locks on. Keep that action. Inhale, arms stretching up. Good. Arms stretch up and notice the 3 lower locks again. Try to straighten your arms so much you feel your triceps activate here. Very nice work, everyone. Keep the 3 locks on. Exhale, bend your elbows. Good. Elbow cactus the elbows. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, send your heart up as you draw the elbows back. Nice. Inhale, arms stretch up. Nice straight arms. And then exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Flip the palms forward. Good. And then exhale, hinge forward just a couple of inches. Now here, resist the urge to let the shoulders creep up to the ears. Keep the shoulders sliding down as you hinge forward. Very nice. On your inhale, coming back up. Good. Keep your legs in warrior one position. One more time. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your heart, broaden the chest. Make sure the back leg is nice and straight. Inhale, arms stretching up. One more time. Exhale, arms down to your sides, palms flip forward. Good. Shoulders slide down as you hinge forward. Good. Neck is long. Try not to scrunch up the back of the neck if you can. One more time. Inhale, arms stretching up. Good. Exhale, bend the elbows, broaden the chest. Very nice. Inhale, arms stretch up. And then exhale, keep your legs in warrior one. Bring your hands to the floor. And now's a good time. If you have blocks, you can put them under your hand. If not, you can just come onto your fingertips. Okay, and this will work as well. So bend your front knee a lot. Inhale, lift your spine up halfway. Exhale as you bring your forehead toward the front knee and press your front knee back now. So we're coming into standing separate leg forehead to knee pose. Inhale as you bend the front knee, lift up halfway. Exhale as you forward fold, forehead to the knee. Begin to press your front knee back. 2 more times. Inhale as you lift up halfway. So as you lift halfway, you're going to need to bend that front knee. What we want to feel is the length in your spine. So the shoulders coming back. Exhale, forward fold. Now the shoulders go up toward your ears as you come forward, pressing the front knee back. Last one, inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. So shoulders come back away from the ears here. And then inhale, stretch your left arm up. So revolve triangle here. And again, if you need to, if you had a block or you have just one, you can put a block under your right hand and that feels under your left hand. I'm sorry, you're actually going to be twisting left arm up to the ceiling. Right arm up. Right foot forward, right leg up, right arm up. Thank you. So we're twisting toward the body here. Yes, twisting toward the body. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. And then some of you, if you can start to press your front knee back. Nice. So again, we're trying to get as much length in the upper back as you twist. So if you notice your shoulders creeping up around your ears, see if you can keep your neck nice and long here. One more cycle of breath here. Very nice work. And then on your next exhale, right hand down. Inhale to tabletop position or plank. So your choice, wherever you are, we're gonna approach it the same way. Shoulder blades apart, hug them down to the hips, engage pelvic floor, lower belly. Now notice in your plank or tabletop, if the head is drooping down, see if you can bring your head in line with the rest of your body. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Take a moment again with a big bend in the knees, activate your hand lock, push down through the base of your fingers, draw the elbows up. Very good, much, much better, yes. With the elbows drawing up, send your hips way back and begin to press the heels down toward the floor. Good. So the first priority whenever you're in down dog is to create a strong base with your arms because that's what's weight bearing in the body. So hands active, arms nice and long, spine is lengthening, and lastly, hamstring stretch. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, left foot forward, warrior one again. Pivot the right heel down, and then hands to your waist. So here, place your feet again hip width, and then separating the feet so that they're about hip width stance. Right toes pointing to the front right corner of the mat, and then straighten the front knee. So with the front knee straight, activate your foot lock, activate lower belly, activate your pelvic floor. So rebend the front knee, inhale, arms stretch up. Nice. Here, check in with your lower 3 locks. Anytime you change the position of the body, that's when the locks are gonna wanna disengage. So keep them nice and active here. Nice straight arms if you can. Good. And then on your next exhale, bend your elbows, lift your heart, broaden the chest. Inhale, arms stretch up. Nice straight arms if you can as you stretch up to the sky. Exhale, arms down to your sides, palms face forward and hinge forward.
Hey.
Inhale, arms stretching back up. Exhale, bend the elbows, broaden the chest. Inhale, arms stretch up. Very nice, everyone. Exhale, arms down to your sides, palms face forward and hinge forward. Good. Last set. Inhale, arms stretching up. Exhale, bend your elbows, broaden the chest. Now notice if the lower back does not feel good or it feels compressed here. If it does, think about lifting the back of the ribs. It's not so important how deep you can back.
Yeah.
Exhale, hinge forward, and then hinge for just a few inches here. Nice. All right. And then inhale, arms stretching up. Good. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. You can use your blocks now if you need to, or you can come onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the spine, stretching the heart forward. Exhale, forehead toward your front knee. Now press your front knee back, and now your shoulders will go up toward your ears because your arms are above the shoulders here. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale as you forward fold, forehead feels like it's pressing the front knee back. 2 more times. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you forward fold. And then 1 more. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Good. Now this time with a bend in the front knee, lengthen the neck so shoulders come back, and then stretch your left arm up to the ceiling. Good. Nice. Now, if you feel like your shoulders are creeping up near your ears, yes, come onto your fingertips. That's it. Very nice work. We always want to think about lengthening the part of the spine that we are rotating. So you can think of it like you're wringing out a washcloth. You don't ever wring it out with it all twisted up. You normally pull it and then you wring it. And that's the same idea with the spine. 1 more cycle of breath here. Very nice. And then on your next exhale, left hand down. Inhale to high plank position. Good. And then in your high plank, separate your feet about hip width, hands about shoulder width. And now activate the shoulders, draw them apart, hug them down. Notice how this kind of plugs them into place. Bring your head in line with the rest of your body. And now with your pelvic floor and the lower belly active, we're going to do Twizzlers. So keep the body in plank. On your exhale, spin the heels down to the right. So your legs look like they're doing side plank, but your body's in regular plank. Inhale back to high plank. Exhale, heels to the left. Try not to let the hips droop down in your Twizzlers. Keep both hands on the floor, Adam. Inhale to high plank. Both hands stay on the floor in this position. Exhale, only the heels to the right. So hands stay down. Yes, there you go. Inhale back to center. Both hands stay on the floor. Exhale, heels to the left. Keep the shoulder blades pulling apart here. Both hands down. Yes. Inhale, coming back to center. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Bend your knees a lot. Send your hips way back. And then again, feel free to shake up your head. If you look left, look right. Very good work. Good. On your next exhale, look between your hands, step your right foot forward and the left foot forward. Feet hip width. Inhale as you lift up, halfway lengthen. Exhale as you forward fold, bending your knees. Push down through the feet. Inhale, come up all the way. Circle the arms out and up. Exhale, arms come down to your sides. Very nice work. Okay, feet together side by side, 1 more time. So we're gonna get ready for half moon series. Most important thing in your half moon is to make sure that the lower 3 locks are active. And why is it important? It acts as a support of the body, so it helps you to maintain the base of support as you move the spine. Okay, so keep the foot lock on, pelvic floor lock on, lower belly lock on. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Interlace fingers like you're Charlie's Angel, so point your index fingers up, stretch up, allow your biceps to squeeze your ears. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale, bump your hips to your left. Keep stretching to your right. So your fingertips are pointing to the right. Make sure, check in with the feet. Check in with pelvic floor, lower belly. Make sure the feet are together side by side if you can. Good, so feet together side by side. 1 more cycle of breath here as you inhale. Hold here as you exhale. So Adam, feet together side by side if you can. Feet together. Okay, and Anne as well. Okay, 1 more cycle of breath here. And then inhale, coming back to center. Good. Stay here as you inhale. Good. Activate both feet. Exhale, bump your hips to the right and keep stretching up to the left. So when the feet are together side by side, you can think about squeezing the legs together as well. Good. So squeezing the legs, we call this adducting the legs, or moving them toward each other. Make sure the feet are active. Make sure the pelvic floor is active. Lower belly active. And when you do that, you're going to feel the butt muscles activate as well. Inhale as you come back to center. Good. Notice which thumb is on top. Exhale, arms come down to your sides. Other side, inhale, circle the arms out and up. Interlace opposite thumb on top. Stretching up. Good, and preparing for a back bend now. So activate your 3 locks. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bump your hips forward. So check in with your feet. Check in with pelvic floor. Check in with lower belly. Think about lifting the heart up to the ceiling as you send your hips forward. Now, if you feel only the lower back compressing, that means that you can come out of the pose a little bit and think about lifting the heart more and think about squeezing your hips together more. One more cycle of breath here. Kneecaps stay drawing up. Kneecaps stay drawing up. Try not to bend the knees. Inhale, coming, yes, very good weight. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, forward fold, bending your knees. Belly touches your thighs. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you step it back to high plank position. Good. In your high plank, stay here as you inhale. Separate the shoulder blades, hug them down. Engage pelvic floor, lower belly, draw your kneecaps up. So in your high plank, what we're doing is we are learning to stabilize all the moving parts, all the joints in the body. Lastly, bring the head in line with the rest of your body. Stay here, inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Activate the hands and then go ahead and pedal it out a few times. Good. On your next inhale, come to your tabletop position. Now in your tabletop, for this pose, we're going to do bird dog. You can walk your hands forward a few inches, so it's okay. The wrists do not need to be directly underneath the shoulders here, okay? But make sure that your hands are still shoulder width apart and the rotation is in a healthy place. All right, so here, find plank arms, separate the shoulder blades, hug them down to the hips. Engage pelvic floor, lower belly. So keep the same foundation here, shoulder blades apart, hugging down, pelvic floor active, lower belly active. On your inhale, slide the right foot back and keep your toes on the floor. So with your back foot on the floor, draw your right kneecap up, like you're gonna try to suck the kneecap up into the thigh bone. And then on your inhale, if you can stay here with your shoulders apart and your pelvic floor lock on, inhale, raise the right foot just 1 inch. Yes, just 1 inch. Try not to lift it too high because I want you to focus on your hamstrings and your right glute here. And now if you can stay here, stretch your left arm forward like you're gonna shake somebody's hand. So now your shoulders are doing different things. Your left shoulder is gonna go up to the ear, but the right shoulder is gonna stay down. At the same time, keep that right kneecap drawing up. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, elbow to the knee, so tuck it in. So left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, as you lengthen, try to find that same spot. Stretch your left arm forward, right heel back. Exhale, elbow to the knee. 2 more times, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Back leg is low. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Very nice. And then go ahead and bring your knee down and your hand down. Other side, separate the shoulder blades, hug them down. Stretch your left foot back now and keep your left toes on the floor. Draw your left kneecap up like you're gonna suck the kneecap up into the thigh bone. And then when you're ready, lift your left foot up just 1 inch. Now notice, are the shoulder blades creeping together again behind on your back? See if you can keep the shoulder blades apart, hugging down here. Okay, so keep this action. Inhale, stretch your left arm forward now. So now your left shoulder is gonna go up to the ear, but the right shoulder, your right shoulder is gonna go forward. I'm trying to mirror you guys. So right shoulder goes up and the left shoulder goes down. Good, stay here as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. 1 more cycle of breath, inhale. And then exhale, elbow to the knee, round and tuck it in. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Good, continue, inhale, lengthen. Make sure back leg is as straight as you can. Exhale, elbow to the knee. 1 more, inhale, lengthen. Back leg nice and straight, right arm stretching forward. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Good, and go ahead and place the hands down now. Take a couple of cat and cows. Inhale, tuck your toes, stretch your heart forward. Exhale as you point the toes, round your spine. Inhale, tuck the toes, stretch the heart forward. Exhale as you point the toes round the spine. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale. And then last one, inhale. And exhale. And then child's pose. Good, so if you need to, you can relax your elbows here, or you can stretch your arms forward, whatever feels good for you. So you're doing really good. I love this big screen, it's amazing. Nice. All right, and then make your way onto your belly now. So go ahead and come down onto your belly. Preparing for cobra position. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows hug your body now. So hands come down, fingertips in line with the tops of the shoulders, elbows hug your body. And here, bring your feet about hip width. So with your feet hip width, there's 4 principles that you need to be aware of in cobra. First one is shoulders slide down. So try to slide the shoulders down without squeezing together. Secondly, engage pelvic floor. Thirdly, draw the kneecaps up. And lastly, bring the head in line with the rest of the body. So basically what we're doing is we're lengthening the whole body. Stay here, keep all these 4 areas active. Inhale as you raise the torso. So cobra position. Now notice nothing changes. The shoulders stay down, the pelvic floor stays active, kneecaps draw up. Exhale as you lower. Continue, inhale as you lift. Good. Very nice. Exhale as you lower. Beautiful work, everyone. 2 more. Inhale as you lift. Good. Exhale as you lower. And then 1 more. Inhale as you lift. Good. Exhale as you lower. Relax your arms down to your sides and then look to your right. Let everything go. Very nice. Now you can bring your arms alongside your body, palms up, Wayne, if you like. So you can bring your arms close in. Yeah, you can, like this. And just close into your body, palms facing up. Yes, there you go. Good. All right, and then go ahead and turn your face down toward the floor. Bend your knees and just windshield wipe your legs left to right a couple of times. Good. All right, and then bring your legs back down to the floor. Bring your arms out like airplane wings. So instead of straight out to the sides at 90 degrees, bring them back 45 degrees. So arms back, pointing back. Flip the palms down. So kind of down like you're an airplane, yes. Keeping the palms facing down, apply those 4 principles. Shoulders slide down, pelvic floor active, kneecaps draw up. And then bring the head in line with the body. On your inhale, lift everything up, arms, legs, and chest. Yes, very good. So see if you can keep the back of the neck long. Good. And think about drawing your kneecaps up so much that you feel the hamstrings and the glutes activate. Exhale as you lower. Good. 3 more times. Inhale as you lift. Good. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. And then last one, inhale as you lift. Nice, so I'm gonna challenge you now. Come down 50% with the legs. Come down 50% with your arms, yes. And try to get longer through the legs. So draw the kneecaps up firmly. Stretch through the fingertips, that's it. So you're gonna feel more of the glutes activate and the hamstrings activate. 1 more cycle of breath here as you inhale. And then exhale as you lower. Arms down to your sides, palms up, look to your left. Let everything go. So one very important thing to self-assess is that if you're doing back bending and you only feel your lower back doing all the work, then there could be certain things happening. First thing is that the glutes, the gluteus maximus, needs to do more work. So basically the lower back is doing the work of the glutes. Another thing that could be happening is that the quads need to do more work. So the quads and the glutes are kind of like partners, and whenever you back bend, they work together. So if the quads don't activate, sometimes the glutes don't activate, which means that your lower back has to do all the work. All right, so hands underneath the shoulders, come to tabletop. Inhale to cat pose, puff up the back of the ribs. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale to cat pose. Exhale to child's pose. Couple more, inhale. And exhale. And then last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, stay here a couple of breaths, child's pose. And here you're welcome to keep your arms nice and active. So let's go ahead and walk the hands to the right, doing a little bit of a side body stretch. And as you stretch to the right, try to keep your left elbow up off the floor. Good, and think about sitting the hips down. So perfectly fine if the left elbow is bent, but if you want more of a stretch and more muscle groups on the left side, then you want to think about drawing the left elbow up, and maybe you can walk your hands a little bit closer to center if the arms are straight. One more cycle of breath here. Good. Walk your hands over to the other side, and then to the left. And then here, if you can, bring the right elbow up, and think about sitting the right hip down. Breathing in and out through the nose. Very nice. Good. All right, and then one more time coming back to center. And then make your way onto your belly again. So I'm gonna guess that due to working from home, if you're working from home, you're sitting a lot. And anytime we sit a lot, our glutes get weak. And so we're gonna be doing a little bit of glute strengthening now. So place the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows hugging your body. So apply all the same principles that we did just now. Lengthen the back of the neck by sliding the shoulders down. Good, keep the pelvic floor active. Keep your kneecaps drawing up. So I'm going to challenge you now. See if you can press your toes on the floor and lift your knees up off the floor. Yes, very good. So squeeze the legs together. Now we're going to keep the feet on the floor for this. So keep the shoulders down, neck is long, bring your head in line with the rest of your body. On your inhale, keep your kneecaps as straight as you can. So kneecaps drawing up. Inhale, scissor the legs apart, mat width. So bring your legs mat width about, yeah, good. Keep your kneecaps drawing up. Exhale, squeeze the legs together. Good. Keep your toes down on the floor if you can. Toes down on the floor. Yes. Inhale, scissor the legs apart. Kneecaps draw up. Toes stay down on the floor. Beautiful. Exhale as you squeeze the legs together. Good. Feet stay down the whole time if you can. Inhale, scissor the legs apart. Very nice. So this is targeting all three sets of glutes. Exhale, squeeze the legs together. Keep the toes down, kneecaps drawing up. That is the challenge. One more time. Inhale, scissor the legs apart. Good. Toes stay down, kneecaps drawing up. Exhale, squeeze the legs together. Good. Legs come together here. There you go. Exhale as you release, arms down, and then look to your right. Good. Few cycles of breath here. And you can relax your arms now alongside your body, and then palms face up. Very good work. Good. All right. Okay, so if, let me see, I'm hoping people, we don't have space, let me see what we can do. Okay. All right, it's okay. Let's go ahead and turn your head to the opposite side, and then we'll just do this in a different way. Good. All right, come back to your child's pose. Good. Okay, so come back to tabletop position. And give yourself enough space later on that you can stretch your arms forward and leg back like bird dog again. But this time we're gonna try it in plank. So separate the shoulder blades, hug them down to the hips, engage pelvic floor. And this is super important because this stabilizes our trunk. So it stabilizes our spine. Without the action of the shoulder girdle stabilizing the upper part of the spine and the pelvic floor stabilizing the lower, the next couple of steps are going to be really challenging, okay? So shoulder blades are parting down, engage pelvic floor, lower belly, step back to full plank position. All right, so you can do same thing that we did first time, bird dog, or you can try this, okay? So keep yourself in plank pose. On your inhale, raise the right leg, good? And if you want to challenge yourself, stretch your left arm forward. Exhale, right leg down, left hand down. Other side, inhale, raise the left leg and stretch your right arm forward. And then exhale, hand down, foot down. Other side. And if you want to try this, you can just do one leg at a time. Inhale, right leg lifts, stretch your left arm forward. Exhale, hand down, foot down. And then one more, inhale, raise the left leg. Stretch your right arm forward. Exhale, hand down, leg down. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, send your hips way back. Pedal the feet out a couple of times. Good. All right, and the knees come down to the floor. And then come down to your elbows, preparing for dolphin pose. Interlace your fingers now. And try to seal up your palms. So try not to let the palms open here. Let the shoulders go up to the ears, sink the heart down. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees up, downward facing dog. So bend your knees a lot. And with your knees bent, instead of thinking of sending the butt back, first think about bringing your chest to your thighs. So with your knees bent, chest toward your thighs, this is gonna feel like a deep stretch and strengthening at the same time for your shoulders, and then send your butt back. And once you have maximum length or rotation in the shoulders, then you can press the heels down toward the floor. A few breaths here. You're welcome to shake your head, yes and no, look left to right. So if possible, your head is going to be up off the floor here. Yeah. So big bend in the knees, bring your chest toward your thighs. One more cycle of breath here. Good, chest goes toward your thighs, hips go back. And then on your next exhale, release. Come down to child's pose, knees come down, relax your arms alongside your body. And then let the head go here. Good. Very nice work. All right. And then on your next inhale, come back up to your tabletop position and bring your elbows down to the floor. Okay, so this time what we're gonna do is instead of dolphin pose like this, you're gonna flip your palms down so that your forearms are touching and your forearms are parallel to the front of the mat. Okay, so you have two options here. First option is to stay like this in your tabletop, and you can do one arm at a time. This one's actually really hard for this way. If you're gonna stay on the knees, then I'll just have you do tabletop and stretch one arm up at a time, okay? Otherwise, come down onto the elbows. It's gonna be a little bit more challenging. Step back into full plank pose, so kneecaps drawing up. Now, if this is a lot today, you can stay right where you are. You're gonna keep your feet hip width, maybe a little bit wider. You're gonna get ready for side planks. So stay here as you inhale. Exhale, roll to your right side. So heels spin down just like we did in Twizzler pose, and stretch your left arm up. Good, and then exhale, left arm comes down. Other side, press the floor away, heels to your left, reach the right arm up. And then right arm down, good. Nice action with the pelvic floor. Exhale, roll to your right, left arm up. And then exhale, left arm down. One more time, exhale, heels to the left, left arm up, heels to the left, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, child's pose. So here you're welcome to relax your arms alongside your body again. Got a couple of breaths here. So we're just systematically strengthening all sides of our trunk. We just did the back side, and then we did the side, the obliques on the sides. And now we're gonna focus on the front. So come to your downward facing dog. Down dog position. Activate your hands and your hips way back. And then pedal out the feet. Then shake out your heads. Head yes and no, look left, look right. On your next exhale, look between your hands, step forward to seated position. So come down onto the floor. Good. All right, and then stand. Bring your feet about hip width and place your hands behind your thighs here. So we're gonna do one of my least favorite poses, which is boat pose. And I broke this down so that it's not so hateful. So where you can stop at any stage, all right? So I broke it down to 5 different stages. So the first stage is you're just gonna sit here, grab behind your thighs, engage your pelvic floor, lower belly. And notice when you do that, it's gonna help you to lengthen the spine and find a neutral position, okay? So keep your pelvic floor lock on, lower belly lock on, that's stage 1. Stage 2, if you can keep your locks on, lean back. So make sure you're not disengaging your locks. Stage 3, flex your feet and lift your feet up just 1 inch. Check in with your locks again. It doesn't matter which stage you go to. Most important thing is that your locks stay on. Stage 4, you can lift your shin bones as long as you don't feel like only your hip flexors are working. So if you only feel like your hip flexors are working and you lose your locks, better to lower the feet, re-engage the locks. Okay, this is not so important where the feet are. Last stage, you can stretch your arms forward here. So if this is a lot today, and again, you lose your locks and maybe your spine starts to, relax down into C curve, then you're gonna grab behind your thighs, keep your chest lifted. It really doesn't matter which stage you go to here, okay? So stay here as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Good. One more cycle of breath, inhale. And then exhale as you release. Beautiful work. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Bring your feet together side by side, preparing for upward facing plank. Place your hands behind your back, fingertips forward, or you can point them back, or you can go into fists, your choice. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, puff out your chest. And then on your inhale, engage your pelvic floor, lower belly. Lift your hips up. So what the body is gonna wanna do here is it's gonna wanna fold at the hips. The hips are gonna wanna sink down like this. So if you draw the pelvic floor up, if you draw the lower belly up, it's gonna help you to stabilize that part. Nice. One more cycle of breath here as you lift your heart, pointing the toes down if you can, so stretching the front side body, and then exhale as you release. Very nice work. Good. So we just worked on the lower abdominals. Now we're gonna work on the little bit higher. Okay, so this time bring your feet together side by side. Good, and again, same principles, engage pelvic floor, engage lower belly. Good, knees together side by side if you can. So yeah, so Judith, if you can, feet together side by side. Yes, so squeeze them together for this one. It's gonna be easier, good. And then on your inhale, with your pelvic floor active, lean back, flex your feet and lift your feet up. It doesn't have to be high here. Okay, if you want it to be higher, that's fine. So with your legs together, Squeeze them together as well. That's also going to help you. Now, everyone's going to let go for this one, okay? So inhale, stretch the arms forward, stretch your heels forward, lower the legs if you need to, and now lower all the way down so that you're, not all the way down, just your lower back touches the floor here. Yes, half boat. You can either flex or point the feet, your choice. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, lean a little bit to the right, like you're a kayak leaning. Good. Inhale back to center, squeezing the legs together. Exhale, lean to the left. Yes, try to keep your legs as straight as you can. Inhale back to center. Good, arms stretch forward. Exhale, lean to the right. Good. Keep your arms stretching forward. Inhale back to center. Yes, that's great, Wayne. Exhale, lean to the left. Just a little lean. It doesn't have to be a lot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hug your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Very good work. I am loving this screen. Geez, I can see everything. This is awesome. You guys are like, maybe that's not a good thing. But that's why you're doing this, right? So I can see you guys and offer adjustments. This is so good. Oh, great. Okay, so bridge pose. Slide your feet approximately underneath your knees. So heels approximately underneath the knees or maybe a little bit in front of the knees. Arms down alongside your body, preparing for bridge. On your inhale, engage pelvic floor, lift your hips up. Exhale as you lower. Now, there's one exception. If you know you have hypertonic pelvic floor muscles, so if you know you have chronically tight pelvic floor muscles, then you do not have to engage pelvic floor because you're always having them on, and we don't want to encourage more of that tension there. Okay, but if you don't know, then gently activate pelvic floor. Inhale as you lift, engage pelvic floor. And this is going to help to recruit the glutes, which is important for any back bend. Exhale as you lower. Good. 2 more. Inhale as you lift. Notice if one leg wants to work more than the other. Exhale as you lower. Good, Marina. Feet can be a little bit wider. Feet can be a little bit wider, Marina. Yeah, and toes point forward. Feet can be wider. Yes. Inhale as you lift. Very good. Make sure both legs are working evenly. This time we're going to stay here. Some of you can interlace fingers behind your back. Walk your shoulders a little bit closer together. Maybe stretch your arms toward your feet. Good. One more cycle of breath here. And then exhale, arms out, slowly come down. Very good work. Take a breath here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Awesome work, everyone. All right, let's take a half pigeon. Cross the right ankle over your left knee. Grab your left thigh. And then circle it around a couple of times. Good. You can circle in the opposite direction. Yeah, that's a great idea. And if you normally use a blanket under your head, you can grab that blanket, put it under your head. And then exhale as you release. And other side. I'm going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. Grab your right thigh. And then circle it around a few times. Good. And then circle in the opposite direction. I want to pull your thigh in, circle both feet around. Nice. And then exhale, release. Extend both legs out in front of you onto the floor. Shake out your legs, circle the feet around. Good. And let's take a happy baby now. Reach between the knees, grab the outer edges of your feet, and try to bring the feet up so that they are facing up. The bottoms of the feet are facing up toward the ceiling. Good. And knees are going to be on the outsides of your elbows. Very nice. And once you have that, try to flatten your whole spine onto the floor. So try to press the back of your hips down. Good, as best as you can. And try to press the back of the neck down. And then feel free to rock left to right a couple of times. Good. Nice. Feet a little bit wider if you can. Yeah, press the backs of the hips down. And now hook your big toes. So take your index and middle fingers, hook your big toes between your big toe and second toe. On your inhale, extend the right leg out to the side. Exhale back to center. Inhale, extend the left leg out to the side. Exhale back to center. Inhale, extend the right leg out. Exhale back to center. Inhale, extend the left leg out. Exhale back to center. Inhale, extend both legs out. Both legs extend out to the side. Good. And then maybe you can pull both legs down. Very nice. All right, and then exhale, release. Bend both knees, hug both knees back into your chest. Preparing for a spine twist now. Keep your right knee bent, stretch your left leg out onto the floor. And then on your inhale, stretch the right arm out. Left hand grabs the outside of the right knee, stay here, inhale. Exhale, twist to your left and look to the right. And if you'd like, you can hook that right foot behind your left knee. Good. All right, and then coming back to center, pull the right knee up one more time. Exhale, release the right hand down, the right knee down. Other side, pull the left knee up, and then reach the left arm out to the side. Right hand grabs the outside of your left knee, and then twist to the right. And look to your left. Yeah, left arm can come out to the side. Yeah, you can stretch it up if you like, or you can bend your left elbow, your choice. Good. Nice, easy breaths in and out through the nose. Good. And then slowly coming back to center, pull both knees up. Give yourself a squeeze. Good. All right, and then final resting pose. So your choice now, when you lay back, you can either bring your feet together, knees open into cobbler's position if that feels good for you. You can do the opposite of that, bringing your knees together, feet open. So feet bent here. I'm sorry, knees bent with the feet wider than the hips, half Shavasana. Or you can just come to your traditional Shavasana with your arms and legs straight. And if the knees are bent, you can drop the knees together so that the knees are touching. Yes, and that way the hips can be, oh no, keep the feet wider than the hips where they were. Yeah, but knees come together. Yes. And that way the knees can kind of prop each other up when you're in half Shavasana. Good. Nice. We'll take a 2 to 3 minute Shavasana this evening. All right, let's take 3 more breaths here. Good. And then slowly starting to move the hands and the feet. On your next inhale, stretch the arms above the head, stretch the legs down. Good. Nice big stretch. And then exhale, bending your knees, roll to one side. Come up to seated position. All right, finding your sitting bones, shoulders nice and relaxed. And then bringing hands to heart center. Inhale as you lift the heart. Good. Exhale as you bow the head. Thank you so much for your beautiful practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Me.
Angie.
You're welcome. Great. Awesome. So tomorrow we have Gentle Flow at 4 p.m. I'm assuming you guys all got the newsletter with the links.
Perfect.
So you're welcome. If you want to invite any friends, if you can, instead of like forwarding them the links, you can just ask them to just give me the email, and that way I could send them directly to.
Isn't the class at 5, Angie?
Tomorrow's class is at 5. Yeah, so it switched from last week. I'm changing the gentle flows from 4 to 5
Right.
p.m. now
Okay.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you have any specific class times that you prefer that I don't have right now, you can just shoot me an email, or you can shoot me a DM. Okay. Any other questions as well, you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Not
Bye,
shooting.
everyone. Bye, Wasim. Bye,
Bye.
Papaya. Bye, Angie.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh.
Good. Sarah.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Adam. See you later. Good. Did you figure it out? Could you see it, Maria? Marina? Could you see the speaker, or did you see only gallery?
Yeah. Yes. It's the first time I use Zoom.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So before using your phone.
But I still have to find a way, because you were not able to see me, right? You couldn't.
Yeah. I couldn't see you very well, but this is much better because I feel like I could see more of you.
So no. So
The phone was so narrow, and it was like a weird angle. So like it was so like with the iPhone, the screen is like portrait, so everyone's like this big. So this is much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. I'm so glad you could join me. Yay! This was fun.
You have a nice.
All right. Hope everything's going well at work. Are you going to work still?
No, we're not going to work.
That's good.
We are like on standby.
Good. Yeah. It's probably better. Yeah. Especially, did you find out if your colleague had tested positive?
Oh, negative.
Oh, okay. That's right. I remember you were telling me about that. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. But right now it's just not worth it,
No, not at all.
Yeah.
We have to be patient. A little bit
Yeah,
more.
totally. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.